So you mean to tell me they're around here locking people up for voting fraud when the whole voting system is fraudulent?
So apparently, I guess you have a warrant?
For what?
I'm not sure.
For voter stuff, man.
For voters.
It's what it is. I think the agents with FDLE talked to you last week about some voter fraud, voter stuff, when you weren't supposed to be voting, maybe.
I didn't.
So
What are they talking about?
that's
man?
what we're not the case agents, but what you got to do, they have reduced your bond quite a bit. It's 2 felony charges for voter fraud, but they've reduced it to $500 bonds. So it's $1,000 total.
Oh my God, man! What
So, yes, sir. So unfortunately, right now we're going to have to take you to jail.
You have a warrant for your arrest?
For what?
For voter fraud?
Good, how are you, sir?
Right?
Oh my God. Hold on.
Wait.
Let me tell my husband.
We're telling him he's right here.
Right here. So if you can put your hands behind your back, please.
Oh my God.
Do
So,
not move.
ultimately, ma'am, you have a warrant? Okay. The warrant. Listen, hold on, listen. I know you caught off guard. I understand. Right? So you have a warrant. It's for voter fraud, okay?
Fortunately, you got a warrant out, okay?
Warrant?
Yes, sir. You want to put your hands behind your back for me?
I guess you're not allowed to vote.
Well, no, but no one ever really explained all that much to me. I told the guy.
Let's walk over to my car,
Why is
okay?
y'all doing this now and this happened years ago?
I don't know. I have no idea, man.
This shit is crazy, man. Y'all put me in jail for something I didn't know nothing about. Why would y'all let me vote if I wasn't able to vote?
Now let me break this down and show y'all how all this is so fraudulent. First of all, none of us will never know who really won because they control all of that. And I don't trust nothing these sons of bitches do. Second of all, when you put people in a position with no resources or limited resources, they're going to steal because they have a thing that's in their DNA called survival. And this is something that turns on genetically. If you push a raccoon in the corner, they will turn around and they will fight. And you will do the same thing. So when a lot of people, poor people, because everybody don't comprehend the same, don't have the same education, we're not the same. So those who are less fortunate, that don't have, when it comes time to pay bills and to survive, they're going to do it. And they know this. So as soon as you go to jail, they give you a felony, which even restricts you more to not have nothing because you can't get a job, you can't bear arms, and now, well, you can't vote. I ain't gonna say now, but okay, you can't vote. This shit is a setup. It's all fraudulent. And I've told y'all about voting, and if you haven't heard, I'm gonna tell you again. Secondly, like I tell y'all, when you go to the polls and vote, it's called a Gallup poll. What is a Gallup poll? It's a census. They just want to know what y'all think. Which one of these assholes that y'all really want to govern y'all, because we grown ass people. We don't need no one to govern us, first of all. But which one of y'all like? Which y'all like him? Y'all like him? So therefore, they know the next move off the data that they get from the poll. Go look it up. It's called a Gallup poll. It's like a census. It's like, hey, we put a microwave in the break room. Raise your hands if you like it, and raise your hands if you don't. We find out who like it and who don't. Now we know what the next move to do. That's all a Gallup poll is. That's all going to the poll does. Give them the information and the data that they need to furthermore control your ass. Secondly, you do not select a president, you elect, which is the difference. You are basically saying that you got to pick from the assholes that they already picked. You can't just pick who you want, a big variety. That's called selecting. No, you don't select, you elect. Look the words up and you'll see for yourself. We all by now know none of this shit ever worked, never will work. They only allow people to vote to make you think you have a part of their agenda, which you don't. And if you feel as though you do, something is mentally wrong with you. So when you see people come out from their job, because this is how they get us, and y'all should notice from the scandemic that just went on, they're going to use the jobs. Send your employees to go vote. We're going to give you $50 gas cards, and we're going to do this and do that. When you bring your ass back to work with a pen talking about something, I just voted, you basically is saying that I don't even want to disrespect nobody. And I'm not going to say that. I'm going to leave that for y'all imagination. But please, stop doing that. I don't care where you from, who you are, what fucking color you are. It'll never help you. Why? Because they have an agenda that's so above a lot of people's heads. And like I tell you, if you go to work, be around co-workers you don't like, do your hours, come home, you fix dinner, you get the kids ready, you drink a beer, you eat, you go to sleep, and you repeat this shit for the next 40 years, you are what they call fine-tuned. I told y'all the words of Rockefeller with his punk ass. You know what he said? I want to produce workers, not thinkers. And if you think I'm BSing, he's the one that put up $100+ million behind the GEB. What is that? That is the General Educational Board. Why did he put the money in that? So that he can have a say-so in the curriculums when it comes to people. So you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to tell y'all, the school system is BS. The workforce is BS. The government is BS. Voting is BS. You can never, ever look at your oppressors for help. And anything they say come out their mouth is a lie. Put it together, bro. Look at these folks that went to jail, slapping a fine on them, making them pay more. These people ain't got no money for that. Don't you know the average American don't have $500 in their bank account? Why? Why is it that 1% of people have majority of the world's wealth? That's a big ass disadvantage. See, when you playing a game and somebody beating your ass by 1,000,000 points and you only got 1 point, because guess what? 1% of the world's wealth is what? It's crazy, man. When I say this stuff, because it really shows me how screwed up we are. And it should show you how unbalanced this shit is. And nothing should be that unbalanced. How could 1% of people, the 1%, I know y'all done heard this before, how could the 1% of these people, 1% of people own majority of the world's wealth? Queen Elizabeth have more money dead than you do alive. You don't have a problem with that? How could another group of people that don't like you, does nothing to help you, tell you you got to vote? Why? So that we can govern you. Why you got to govern me? Because you ain't smart enough to take care of yourself. So we're going to do it for you. And in the process, we're going to pull our pants down and shit over your head, on top of your head, around your head for the rest of your life. Excuse my language, but I have to put it that way. Now I get it, and I hope y'all do too. I really get it. I've been got it. And therefore, these group of people are going to stick together because they know how to control us mentally. I told you at a war for your mind. Slavery is not physical no more. They don't have to ride on horses and follow you and make you do. People go to work every fucking day for a boss that they never met. You don't have a problem with that? I'm not saying don't do what you got to do, but you damn sure better have a plan. But think about it, though. Who told you got to go to work? I'm going to say this and I'm going to let y'all go, man. I feel for those folk who they took to jail with this bullshit-ass charge. But I'm going to say this, I'm going to let y'all go. School does nothing but prepare you or give you the credentials or the know-how or the knowledge to obtain a certain job, right? But it doesn't teach you nothing about finances. And if you're smart, I'm finna throw you a nugget, an alley-hoop. If you're smart, don't study no job. Study finances. When you study finances, you know how money works. You're able to take money, let money work for you. Because I don't care how smart you are, if you're still illiterate or ignorant when it comes to finances, you're going to go broke. This is why people who win the lottery go broke. People who inherited properties and certain, they go broke because they don't know the financial literacy that they should know. And they're not going to teach you. So if you knew credit, like I push credit all the time, if you knew anything about credit, you can get rich off credit. You can make money off credit. You can leverage credit. But they're not going to teach you that. So for y'all that want to go vote and continue to go waste your time in that long-ass line, be my guest. But for y'all who say, thank y'all. Because this is the only way we can make a stance for ourselves. Okay? And I told y'all, I know y'all, especially black folks, I know this ran across y'all mind. Or if I was a slave back in the days, I wouldn't be going for that shit. They could have did me like that. Well, what the hell you think they doing now? Think about it. It's your boy Papa Duck. Like I tell you, man, if y'all allow me y'all to listen to me this long, allowing me to be heard, thank you so much, man. And like I tell you, man, in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. Power to the people. I'm out.